do there? Chums, 'tis I, Captain of the Steves, and today, Chums, we've got something a bit different for you. Yes, we're revisiting the lady on the plane, the one that said that mother effer is not real. Yeah, so this has kind of gone viral. There's a lot of people talking about this, and now she's even talking about this. She's come out and done various interviews. Now, in some of these various interviews, she has said that what she saw was, get this, nothing. Okay? But then there is one interview that she's done where she says something rather curious that makes me think she's not telling the full truth. There's something not quite right here. Anyway, I'll play you two interviews where she claims that she saw nothing. Then I'm going to play you snippets of another interview she's done where the interviewer goes off into crazyland a couple of times about conspiracy theories all over the interwebs. But there's one part in that I think they want buried, that they quickly change the subject on. I'll play you that in a moment. But firstly, the two interviews where she said she saw nothing.
Okay. Can I ask again what you saw?
Yeah. You know, the reason why I probably haven't come out yet, because it's like so cringe, I did not see anything.
What?
I mean...
Birds were chirping, clouds voluminous, and there was a slight breeze. She was about to become internet famous. You've seen her, I've seen her, we've all seen her.
But I am telling you right now, the back there is not real.
So that moment was watched 500 million times. What did you see?
I did not see anything.
You didn't see anything?
No, I wish I did. It would have been a way better story.
You didn't see anything, then what were you saying that mother effer isn't real?
Yeah, the language. I've been working on that. It was talking to a specific person that I had an altercation with. It was just a figure of speech. Not a good one, you know, but when you're worked up and you're spiraling out of control, you're not really like thinking your words clearly through.
Oh, trust me, I know exactly what you're talking about. I never think through what I say. Probably should. So there was an altercation with a gentleman?
Yes.
And what did the gentleman do?
Legally, I can't get into all of those details.
Oh, are you suing the gentleman?
No.
Is he suing you?
No, but it is not advised to be talked about.
Okay, so it's something we can't talk about.
Yes.
But he's a bad guy.
I don't know him personally.
You don't know him personally, but he did a bad thing.
It was an altercation that I felt really uncomfortable in the situation and I needed to depart the plane.
So let me guess, he was either hitting on you or he was putting his seat back really, really far.
Exactly. There's no leg room. I mean, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Well, I'm glad everything...
Okay, now the bit that you've perhaps been waiting for, the interview where she said something rather curious. So here we go. She says in this snippet that she was scared to the point where there's no way she could act that.
It's still going to be kind of, look at that, he's very off-putting. I love Carrot Top, I think he's very talented, but he looks unreal. He doesn't look like a real human being. Could you have been speaking of Carrot Top during the meltdown?
Guess you'll never know.
All right, Jimmy. Well, I like the Carrot Top conspiracy. What do you say to the people, though, Tiffany, that say it was all fake? I'm sure you get that all the time.
Trust me, I wish it never happened.
I know, but there's people that think it was like a staged or something. Have you ever heard that conspiracy?
If I can be that scared and that freaked out, then I should be a damn actress.
I agree. It was 100% real. So for the people that think it was fake, you guys, come on.
Trust
Tiffany,
me, I cannot do that.
she's not an actual actress, but she is a beautiful lady. I think that's why it was that's I think why it resonated.
I mean, she makes out in a lot of these interviews that it's all started because of a pair of missing AirPods, okay? Now, you don't get super scared because you've lost some AirPods, but she does say in the interviews, that was just the start. But they don't say, well, what happened next? Who was this person? They don't ask the critical questions. It's weird. If I was an interviewer, that's exactly what I would ask. It's leading. You know, okay, well, the AirPods was the start. What happened next? Well, when she gets off the plane, she says some other stuff to the actual security guards of the airport. Take a listen to this.
Sir, they're gonna fly with y'all ever again. I want to know what happens to this flight right here.
They're gonna escort you out, so just film your phone with us.
Great. I don't ever want to fly with you ever again.
All right, ma'am.
escorting me out, and I'll never fly with him again.
Ma'am, since you no longer have a valid ticket or business on this side of the airport, we gotta escort you out to the public side, okay?
Where's your suitcase?
You ready?
It's on that flight.
If you don't leave, you'll be under arrest for criminal trespass. This is your warning right here.
Okay. Just what? What?
You're leaving, right?
Am I leaving? What are you talking about?
Ma'am, if you don't leave right now, you could be under arrest for criminal trespass. Let's go.
Do not let that flight leave. Do not let that flight leave. Being dead serious. Do not let that flight leave.
You ready? Let's go. Come on.
You heard me say like, do not let that flight leave. That flight's not gonna make it to Orlando.
Let's go.
It's not going to. It's like she's got it. I'm not making it to Orlando. But I'm telling you, 100% that flight also is not making it to Orlando. And there's a lot of people on that flight. Can I just leave? You don't need to escort me out.
Yeah.
Can I just
You had your own warning. So, keep walking.
Oh yeah, until y'all see that fight blow up.
So to me, people, she sounded convinced that plane was going nowhere, and if it did, it was going to succumb to some kind of explosion. And she makes that quite obvious. So the person she was sitting next to stole her earpods and then created some explosive out of them? I don't know. I have no idea. No one's asking the right questions. And another thing that I'm finding quite curious is this lady that we see on the plane and off of the plane. She looks very Caucasian. She looks very white, you know? I mean, but then the lady that's being interviewed, she looks more Hispanic. She's got more olive skin in complexion. I don't think this is the same person. This is just freaking weird. I mean, a lot of people say it is the same person. You know, Tiffany Gomez is Tiffany Gomez or whatever. It just feels weird. Sound off in the comments and let me know whether you think that's ludicrous. I just don't see that it's the same person. The mannerisms, even the voice, it just doesn't all tie together or gel for me. I honestly think we're missing a bigger part of the jigsaw puzzle here. I think we need to see that MFer. I mean, I've done 2 previous videos on this, and it's still not conclusive who the fudge she was on about, who she was sitting next to, or the full story on this. And for me, this whole news story, you know, if we can't even get to the bottom of this, how are we going to get to the bottom of bigger news stories in the future? How do we know what to trust and to what extent? The whole faith in media is just collapsing at this point, people. And even those around the actual news stories, I mean, there should be far more people coming forward.
Outfit. If you wear the same outfit,
Well, and
everyone...
supposedly I look different every single time, so I think I'd keep people guessing.
When it comes to this whole case of Tiffany Gomez, I really don't know what to make of it at all, people. Like I say, I've got a couple of videos on this already. The first one was about a guy that came forwards. A guy that had a load of facial tattoos, claiming to be the person in question that Tiffany Gomez had the altercation with. I don't believe that video to be correct, or that person to be the real person that she had the altercation with. But if you do want to see that video, I'll put a video in the top right hand corner. Go and hit that up. I did then a follow-up video about other passengers on the plane, what they saw, and they allude to the person that she had the altercation with was very peculiar. And when they blinked, their eyelids went sideways or something. Very odd. So yeah, hit that one up. But the same again. It's hard to know what the truth actually is with this matter. And I'm still a miss, even with all this stuff that we're hearing now from Tiffany Gomez. because I don't know whether it's exactly the same woman from the plane, because she changes her look so often. Even in these interviews that I've put here, there's 48 hours apart from those, and she's managed to change her hair colour. And also, she actually looks older in one of these interviews than she does in the other. I know ladies can change their appearance a heck of a lot, people through makeup and stuff like that, but even still, it's very odd, isn't it? Very odd indeed. And yes, she does mention in one of those videos that she can't go into the details of the altercation for legal reasons, yet she managed to ground a whole plane and delay it for all those passengers, face no arrest. I honestly don't know what the fudge is going on here legally, but I still think there's more to this story, and if we do ever get to the bottom of this story, I'll be sure to share it on my channel. So yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please do, and until next time people, goodbye, and goodbye again.